This teacher also prided herself on the fact that nobody had ever made an A on her final exam. She thought she was the toughest teacher ever. Really, she just loaded students up with a bunch of busy work. So the last day of class, she gave a few minutes at the end of class and asked, "What's your biggest wish?" to the class as a whole. I piped up, "I wish for an A on the exam." And she laughed and said, "Ye and I wish for $1 million and not to have to deal with you anymore." So, all of that sets up the final exam. It's 100 questions, and then a 5-point bonus question that asks those generic, "What was your favorite part of the class? What did you learn?" etc. We got 2 hours to take the exam, and students that finished early had to wait until 1 hour was up, so that there was just 1 point of people getting up and leaving, rather than being distracting throughout. So I finished the 100 questions in about 20 minutes. So I spent the remaining part of the hour just blasting her in the bonus question. I said that I'm not sure I learned anything, and pointed to her never making any comments on how to improve my writing. I said my favorite part of the class was it finally being over, and not having to deal with her shit anymore, and brought up a number of other little things that happened on top of that mentioned above. And I said that she was by far the worst teacher I'd ever had, and that the school is worse off with her teaching the entire 9th grade. The bell rings for the hour, and I'm the only person of the entire 110 students to leave at the hour mark. Now, on exam days, the teacher doesn't proctor their own exam, so that they are available to answer questions, or if the classes are split among different rooms. So I have to wait for my mum to finish proctoring a different exam. So I'm just sitting out in Breezeway. The teacher finds me, holding my exam, with tears in her eyes, and tells me to meet her in the principal's office. She then storms off, so I head over. As I'm waiting there, I recount what happened to the soccer coach, who is sitting there because he made some comment about, "Surprised to see you sent in here." Eventually, she comes back in with my mum, who she pulled out of proctoring an exam, and we all go in to see the principal. She's crying, screaming, literally choking every minute or so. After about 45 minutes of me spilling everything I'd gone through that year, all things I'd already vented to my mom about plenty of times, the principal finally looks at her and goes, "How much was the question worth?" She said 5 bonus points. And he says, "Then just don't give him the bonus points." So I made a 98 on the final instead of a 103. Missed 2 questions. Every other student got the bonus points, and the next highest grade was an 81. Thinking she would get the last laugh, I noticed a few days before grades were due that one of my assignments from the second week of class all the way back in August had been dropped 10 points. My final grade ended up being a 94.4, which was a B at the time. But I couldn't prove that she had altered my grade. I just had them in all in a spreadsheet to determine my grade ahead of time should have been a 95.2. But nothing that would prove anything, since I could have just typed it wrong. I didn't. The summer after, the school decided to change to a 10-point scale, and so 90 plus was an A, so my B became an A. She also had to have her homework assignments each week signed off by the department chair, and she had to start accepting assignments via email. 2 years later, she was fired after other students started having real issues with her. Prior to me, the administration just thought it was a case of students complaining about the hard teacher. Still think she deserved every bit of it. But I certainly didn't think it would set in motion her getting fired. Though again, she deserved it. Hopefully people are still reading. She sucked.